Now, going back to page 31, the blues shuffle in A, it uses 3 of those power chords. It uses the A5 chord, the D5 chord, and the E5 chord, even though it calls them the A chord, the D7, and the E7. It's basically using those power chords. Now, the difference in the blues shuffle is it doesn't just stay on those power chords. So if you look on page 31, the blues shuffle in A, you've got, in the first measure, you've got what it says is the chord A. And again, in that A chord, you're going to be holding down the 2nd fret of that 4th string, and you're going to be playing that 4th string and the 5th string. Okay? Now, the difference with the blues shuffle in A is you're not just going to stay on that in that measure. You're going to be using your pointer finger, and you have an option. You can either use just your pointer finger, or you can use your pointer finger and your ring finger. Don't worry, it's your ring. I'm not flipping you off. Together. What I like to do is your pointer and your ring because it's easier for me. But some people like to switch it up. Now what you're going to be doing is you're going to be going from that 2nd fret on that 4th string. Going to go from the 2nd fret over to the 4th fret. 2nd fret, 4th fret, 2nd fret, 4th fret. Going back and forth between those frets. You're still going to play the same strings, but you're going to be moving your finger from the frets. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's going to sound like this. One more time, you watch my fingers. You're going, and you can hear the difference as you're going back and forth. That was just the first measure. So, you play that first measure going like that, going from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret. And now you're going to change over to the D chord. Now really it says D7, but really what you're doing is the D5 chord, and you're doing the same sort of pattern. You're going to move your finger up to that 3rd string, 2nd fret, 3rd string, and you're going to play those 2 strings, those 2. But you're going to do the same thing. You're going to move from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret, 2nd fret, 4th fret. Okay? So to recap those first 2 measures, all you're doing is you're doing 2, 4, 2, 4, then changing 2, 4, 2, 4. Watch what I do. So the first measure, and then you're going to change over to the next measure up to the next string. And you're going to go back to the A strings. And if you look at the 4th measure on this song, measure 4, you see something strange. You have O2, O2, 04, 04, and when we before went to 02, 02 again, this says 05, 05, 04, 04. So what that's going to sound like, and what I would recommend is you use just your pointer and your ring finger for this, is you're going to go in the 4th measure, and you're just going to move that ring finger up to the 5th fret, back to the 4th. Okay? So in that 4th measure, you've got 2, 4, 5, 4. And this happens through the song. As you're looking ahead, if you go to the 6th measure, you're going to do the same thing, only with that D5 chord. So let's start at measure 4, just for ease of understanding. We're going to start at measure 4, that 2nd line. You're going to go 2, 4, 5, 4, then you go to measure 5, so you're going to go to the D chord, 2, 4, 2, 4, but then you're going to go 2, 4, 5, 4. Okay? And then you're going to go back to A, and you're going to keep on doing this thing. So, as you're going through this song, and I will upload this song as well onto Schoology so you can hear what it sounds like all together nice and smooth. But you're just going to be using those power chords instead of just staying on the power chords like on page 32. You're going to be dancing back and forth between the 2nd fret and the 4th fret every time. Except for those instances where you go 2, 4, 5, 4 instead of 2, 4, 2, 4. It's a fun little song, and we'll be doing something very similar to it as well later on.